Sometimes I get nostalgic for the old things, like growing up on a farm, using a horse to get around, slapping the shit out of idiots like this till they get back in the kitchen, beating the shit out of these guys for, well, being soy boys. But mostly I miss the macaroni and cheese. And that's what we're going to make here today on Dave's Cooking Show, Old World Mac and Cheese. And you want to start with about 4 cups of milk on a medium heat. Now, you don't want this to boil. Just basically get hot, kind of get a film on it, and then set aside. And we're going to be moving on to our other ingredients. Okay, while the milk is finishing up, you want to make a roux. And how we make it for this one is we add an entire stick of butter and a half a cup of flour. And no, this ain't a healthy fucking dish. So basically, butter's melted, in goes the flour. Do not stop whisking. I also threw in a little bit of cayenne pepper there. A little bit of Dijon, and salt and pepper to taste. Then, you basically want to add the milk. And stir this till it's all well and incorporated. Okay, after a couple of minutes, the roux and milk mix is formed and gotten all incorporated together. Everybody's happy. Now it's time to add the cheese. And for this one, we're going to go with 12 ounces of sharp cheddar cheese. And again, don't use the bag stuff. If you got a food processor, it'll take a couple of seconds to shred the blocks. If you got to do it by hand, just take the extra couple of minutes. And then you just want to incorporate this till it's melted. Oh, and by the way, start your oven and get it up to 350 degrees. Okay, cheese sauce is ready. Time to add 1 pound of elbow macaroni. If you don't want to use elbow macaroni, you can certainly use a rigatoni, penne shells. But for this one, I decided, because it's old world, I went with the original elbow macaroni. Then you just want to give this a couple of good stirs. Make sure everything gets all well and incorporated. And because my induction burner gets this pan hotter than the halls of hell, I have to hold on with a goddamn dishcloth. And then I just pop this pot into the oven for about 10 minutes. What you don't see is that I add some panko breadcrumbs to the top, and then of course a generous dusting of freshly ground black pepper. So give this 10 to 15 minutes in the oven, and we'll be back for the finished product. And look at that. Old world mac and cheese done the old-fashioned way on an old-fashioned day. Well, that wraps up this one. Old world mac and cheese. Done.